Hi, welcome to Barcart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about LEECH by Hiron Ennes. It is the end of Spooky Season 2, Necrotic Bookaloo, and I could not choose a better book to round out our month of spooky horror reads than LEECH. It really puts the necrosis in Necrotic Bookaloo. It's a gothic science fiction horror novel set in a post-apocalyptic world where a doctor, a representative of the Institute, travels to the far north to investigate the death of their predecessor. And we learn fairly early on that the mystery here is not that the previous doctor died, but that the new doctor has no memory of how the previous doctor died, because they were part of a symbiotic hivemind that has this hold on medical knowledge in this sort of gothic post-apocalyptic world. And it's just deliciously, wonderfully gothic and creepy and atmospheric and embodied. It's a book about bodies and things that are writhing around in bodies and things that happen out of sight but are still keenly felt. It's a difficult book to talk about on a plot level because you don't want to give too much away, but it's one of those books that I at least wish I could read again for the very first time. And I look forward to a couple of years down the line here doing a reread, knowing what I know about the book. But if there was ever a time where you wished for just a smidge of amnesia, then LEECH is the book for that. And it's a wonderful book to round out our spooky season content because while it is wonderfully seasonally appropriate for fall here and for the lead up to Halloween, it is also going to be a fantastic read for the cooler months ahead. As I've said, it takes place in this sort of far northern barony, and so there is this chill, this pervasive chill all around everything. We're going to see that in the drink that we're making momentarily. But it's a book that is just as well suited to the snowy days that many of us have ahead in the months to come as it is for the chill and the breeze that's blowing through now. And so, because this really was one of my favorite books of the year and one that I have been so excited to talk about, I had to make a cocktail. So without any further ado, why don't we turn to this week's drink? This is the Institute. It is a shaken dessert-style cocktail inspired by LEECH by Hiron Ennes. And we're going to start with our base spirit. I've got a cognac here, but you can use any brandy that you like. And we're going to get about an ounce. We're going to get 1 ounce of our brandy, our cognac, our Armagnac into our shaker tin. Excellent. Really, one of those spirits that just lends itself to the gothic as we've seen on Barcart Bookshelf episodes past. Next, to bring a bit of the chill, that frosty, wintry, glacial quality, I have a bottle of creme de menthe here. As you can see, it's sort of a white creme de menthe. It's going to bring that real minty, glacial quality to our drink. I make my own. There are plenty of creme de menthes that are available commercially. Just be wary when you're buying creme de menthe that the cheaper ones and the greener ones tend to be very, very sweet and have a toothpaste sort of quality. So you do want to look a little higher on the shelf when you're choosing a creme de menthe, or make your own. Mint simple syrup and a high-proof alcohol, equal parts, and you're in business there. That's how we make ours. We're going to get, again, an ounce of the creme de menthe. Wonderful. That frosty, chilly, wintry mint. And then got some pineapple juice here in a can. Pineapple, as many people know, has enzymes in it that are going to eat your tongue while you are eating the pineapple or drinking the pineapple juice. And given the kind of body horror aspect of LEECH and the ways in which the text is concerned with consumption and the interactions of the small upon the large, having that ingredient that eats you back while you're eating it just feels very appropriate. So we're going to get an ounce of that pineapple juice in there. Wonderful. A little bit of sweetness as well that's going to counteract the brightness of our creme de menthe and our brandy. Finally, to round it out, it is a dessert-style cocktail, and we do want that chilly, frosty, northern look and taste. And when it's cold out, you need something that's a little bit richer. So I've got 1 ounce of heavy cream that I'm going to get in there as well. And so now we've got all of our main ingredients. You'll notice we've got one more bottle here by the side. We'll get to that in just a sec. But we're going to add our ice, and we are going to shake our Institute. You need to shake things up when you've been hoarding medical knowledge for 500 years. You gotta shake things up a little bit. Wonderful. Give that a stout tap, and then I am going to strain this liquid off, because when we make those dairy cocktails, it is really nice to get that extra froth, that extra bit of foam and texture from the reverse dry shake, where we've already chilled our cocktail down. Now we're going to shake it again just to get it nice and frothy and foamy to go into our cocktail glass. There we go. Give that another good solid shake. And the reverse dry shake I like for dairy cocktails because it gives a slightly silkier texture, and you don't have to worry about any spillage because your tins are already cooled down. Now we'll give that a stout tap. Lovely. And we want this to be just as wonderfully velvety as possible, and so we are going to double strain it. Get that fine mesh strainer just in case there are any ice chips, and there you go. You'll notice we do have a little bit of space in our glass still, and you'll see there's some lovely black rising from the vial of the cover. And so, of course, we need something to mimic that effect, because there are things going on in the book that are plot relevant related to that specific font. And so we're going to get a ½ ounce of our blackstrap rum, one of our favorite garnishing ingredients, and we're going to do a float on top of our cocktail here. So we've got a ½ ounce, and we're going to pour this over the back of the spoon so that it just ends up there at the top of our glass. And you can see we have, I'll rotate a little bit, this really nice float separation that you get as you pour over the spoon. So there you have it. This is the Institute, a shaken dessert cocktail inspired by LEECH by Hiron Ennes. LEECH is available now. It is perfect for these last few days of spooky season, and it is perfect for the cold weather and cold days ahead. I highly, highly recommend this one. It's right up there with some of my absolute favorite reads of the year. Please, got a link to snag the book down below, and a link to the Boston Shaker where we get all of our tools and ingredients, to Twitter and Instagram where there's always a written version of today's recipe. Please try the drink. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Hit the like button because that's what makes me happy. Subscribe, tell your friends about what we do here. And until next time, cheers.